Abusia fani adofia munyina kwa PM Alpha OneTV hana all the latest update ni nyane ewo tisesema kwa bia like na share ma nya so inye binti ono so keep updated is already in fin chimni en kan won the enchemwe. There are some serious allegations scandals via APP na hiti Bawumia and one of Yakufado ni minister ba ko friend Cecilia da Chaṛges enya sanketwa. Chaṛges ahodwa the Attorney General processable no enya sanketwa. Na eniema the former Attorney General entimanya no Godfred no ye amount for Asha said exposing no hitting hard guna anima sees no all these cases one and work or not to no. The former Attorney General Babonte said the new Attorney General the pass a case no unquay. Arches are no crampon are wasting the case no. Na Sambri case I would the former government, co-founding and Crawford Ekatumno, the new government led by D.Ayeni and Chesebekas on the new Attorney General, ABB cases in the charges out on it, but Arches and Bawumia investigation idea just said the Ebequatiana and Yasankatora. Yes, sir, I didn't could see Martin people on that aim.
Commence investigation into the Cecilia matter. Refreshing, you say?
It's open and shut. When you look at the law, even the memo, we came and read the memo here some months ago, where they say we are moving away from the requirement of a predicate offense. First, show me what crime the person committed to get the money. Who wants to do that? The UK changed their law since 2002. 2002, over 23 years ago. And then we have recently copied, and then somebody wants to take us back. So it was all part of the cover-up. Don't forget, when Cecilia was involved in another contract that he didn't seek Attorney General's opinion, etc. The Attorney General covered him up, didn't sue, didn't reveal to the Ghanaian public. So it tells you that it was all a cover-up. Thank God we changed that.
Is it that particular one you reference? I think it's consistently you brought it up with the
yes.
Is it one that you probably will pick up or you intend to pick up if this special prosecutor, for instance, is not interested in it, or the Attorney General doesn't look into it? That second contract that you talk about,
yes,
one that in your capacity as a lawyer, private citizen, you pick it up?
Thankfully, D.Ayeni is on it. Yes, the last time I saw, I heard that they are working on it. So, Vincent Kwagbenu, the Chief Executive of the Community Water and Sanitation Agency.
Yes.
He won't let Ayeni sleep. Kwagbenu is a tough guy. No. He was livid. I remember he looked at it. He was like, "What is this? What is this? Our money is gone. Our money is gone. Over 30 million Ghana. It's about 40 million Ghana that was paid. Gone. We'll have to recover that money." You see, when you did the interview, Godfred, Dame said the new Attorney General can take it up. Is that an answer? When the team was before you, at least a year before, and then you sat down, kukwasa, and left. It wasn't just even sat down. It was an active cover-up because I'm sure Godfred Dame knows that the people of Ghana would want to know, but he didn't want to reveal it. Okay, so let's go on to D.Ayeni Osiadeyo Ajimambedu II. D.Ayeni, good morning. Yes, you stood tall when people feared to talk. You didn't mind that you were a chief and a justice of the High Court. Yes, you spoke against Akufo-Addo's bad governance and will forever be grateful. The same goes for Tobe Afede. Yes, the paramount chief of the Asogli state. We are very grateful, Tobe. Yeah, Tobe even returned certain allowances because he felt that the Ghanaian people were suffering, and so he, with his privilege, he didn't think that he should take certain allowances as Council of State member. So Tobe, we are grateful, right? And of course, once again, we are asking Johnson Ekwuamwa Esiedu the report on the 52.5 billion, the report on the missing 52.5 billion that moved from GCB to unknown accounts. This money must be found. What we borrowed from the IMF is way less. If you look at the time, that's 2020. Yeah. 52.5 billion. As I say, ask for, very soon maybe I'll do a petition for Esiedu's removal. Yes. He was the one who was given a contract when he hadn't even performed well. The Mlovo, who was doing well, Akufo-Addo was quick to sack him because the Mlevo would catch Akufo-Addo and Osafo Mafo in the cool associates matter, right? You know, we shouldn't reward this like that, the Auditor General. He should be going quickly, that we'll have somebody who will do the work well. You promised one report from December 2020. This June 2025. You can't produce a report. Also another cover-up, you know. Anyway, and then finally, let's support the Nkukon Kitten project. Yes, the government
policy. Poultry now.
Yes, yes.
You're considering it.
I have a lot of my friends preparing to go in, right? So okay. I support them. I will not mention that, but let the youth also join. Let a lot of people join, because you know sometimes it's so shameful that we have a lot of arable land and we are hungry as a people.
Indeed.
We have a lot of arable lands and we are still hungry. Food insecurity is a big problem in Ghana. So let's, you know, help to, you know, feed ourselves. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you for this. Thank you very much for that. And then also, let me welcome Professor Godfred Bobking. He is a professor of finance at the University of Ghana Business School. Professor Bobking in a bit. But you gauge the concerns and the reactions that have been coming through, at least from Tuesday to now. GPRTU being the latest that they would go on and sit down. I'm sure you read that. Yeah. By Tuesday, if their concerns are not taken into consideration, and this levy taking off the one city. But then again, you hear Richmond Roxton talk about ECG not having money. And so they didn't go on a conduct maintenance for 2 years.
Yes.
Citizens are looking at the inefficiencies in ECG's own administration, the corruption, and then also the losses that they keep posting on a yearly basis. And it's increasing. And not much being done to address that. Not many people, in fact, there's nobody who's been punished so far for the corruption that is said to be within ECG. And then now citizens also being called to bearing share in paying for the loss of ECG and others as a result of some of these practices that have gone unpunished so far. Do the citizens have concerns that could be considered in here?
Oh, absolutely. Citizens have concerns, right? Yes, they do. And it would be very strange if citizens didn't raise concerns, right? But basically, if you put everything together, this is a tax that we must support. Yes, we must support. I'll break down the reasons. But we also reckon, you see, Mr. Council, I like the way you put your question, the matter of ECG and those matters. But we also know that a lot of the debts, etc., have arisen because ECG is not being run efficiently. The corruption is too high. Look at the Haptel contract. Something ECG was doing by itself, the software. Bawumia came and accused ECG workers of sabotage. He accused them of corruption and that they were sabotaging ECG. Then that gave him an opportunity to bring in Haptel so that they could also now raise money for themselves. That Haptel contract, we must go into it. You ask Bembuachi, other experts in the industry, they'll tell you that the commission on the Haptel contract is too high. In any event, wasn't ECG doing the same work? Because Bawumia and his people wanted to make money, and when we come to ECG, problems with ECG lay at the doorstep of Bawumia because the cash waterfall mechanism, etc., were being supervised by him. That's how come he brought in Haptel, so that his boys could make money.
You say he brought in this administration, you've seen they've also been seen as well, you know.
They are going to renegotiate the Haptel contract. If not take it away, but it can't stay in its current form. That much, yes, it's very clear. Hey, there will be an aluta. The Haptel contract cannot stay in its current form. It's either coming down or going out totally, but not in its current form. That's how come those, remember we said it here, we said, look, that's how come people said, even went to the extent of saying Haptel is owned by Bawumia. When they said so, yes, they know that Bawumia would not put his name as shareholder.
That they came out to deny that it actually is not the case.
Oh, obviously, but who would be so foolish to go and put his name at the Registrar General as a shareholder? But what we mean is that the boys, those are his boys, so they make the money and then
put it on behind that they responded that was not.
Oh, obvious. Yes. It's obvious. So when people say, you see, there's language, there's meaning in language. What people are saying is that the way the Haptel contract came in under Bawumia's supervision it reeks of corruption that he brought in his boys so that those boys would make money, and then behind the scenes they will sort him out. That's the meaning of Bawumia owns Haptel. Not that
so
if you
want,
go to
you want it investigated.
Oh, absolutely.
And reviewed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I'm sure Mr. Jinapo will do that. No, there's no two ways about that. So, and other issues with
but
ECG.
Martin, if
yes.
we do investigate it and it comes out that Bawumia is the owner, will it be told to the people?
It will not be told, but at least it will be reviewed. As for owner, no, you will not see him or owner on paper. No, that one, there's no way. No. You'll never see him. It's about the proceeds. Follow the money. When the boys are paid, follow the money. Eventually, where that
so that's why you're calling for investigation and possible review. You wanted to make an intervention.
Yes. So looking at it, you see, this particular, ECG has all of its faults. We know. I mean, a few months ago, we're here saying that cost of living is high. Yes, it's still high, right? It's still high. But the difference is that at least now with the strengthening of the cedi, prices are coming down, right? Prices are coming down. And so you see that the strengthening of the cedi, in a sense, is a windfall. So it's a windfall for us. So naturally, every government will want to cash in on the windfall.
Yeah.
So if we came from about 17 Ghana cedis per liter to now somewhere, if diesel, we are looking at 12 cedis, 39 pesos, between that and 12 cedis, 49 pesos, depending on which filling station.
Some have been doing 11.
Some are doing 11. So you see that it's come down massively, substantial reduction. So based on that, I am fully with the government that we do the 1 cedi extra so that we can solve the problem. Because you see, it's not everything. There's never time to talk about all of this.
That's
you
true.
see, but one thing we all cannot run away from is that we know that there is a debt crisis when it comes to the energy sector. I know there have been concerns about what did we use ESLA for, blah, blah, blah. You see, so sometimes the way they communicate, they will tell us that if you want to see what we use the ESLA money for, go to the Ministry of Finance, their website, and look for it. How many of us have time to Google there? So I'm happy the president said there will be regular audits, etc. So when they audit and do those things, pay and put that on TV. Don't go and put it on a website. No, few Ghanaians will go there. Then social media has. So Mr. Roxy, though you're a lawyer, but also a PR person. So when you get the information, look for us on social media. Bring it to our doorstep. Don't tell us that we should go to the Ministry of Finance website and look for the ESLA accounts. No, you should find out where are Ghanaians likely to find the information easily. I think that's what we are suffering. So, and I should think that you would have known that once you say you want to increase taxes, the first things Ghanaians will ask is, what did we do with the previous one? So even before then, maybe we should have had some education. Once the government knew that it was going to ask for more taxes, they should have had some education. You see, bring out ESLA, this, you see, then you kind of sensitize us ahead. But where the tax is just, taken to Parliament and the certificate of emergency, then it's passed, then you see that people begin to resent the process, etc. But truth be told, the tax is necessary. But the key thing is, like we keep saying, what are we using it for? And a lot of the what are we using it for, it's because we've not been informed. And it's no answer to tell us that it's on a certain ministry's website. No, very few of us will go there. So look for how to bring the information to our doorstep so that we'll follow. Because, of course, having followed, I've seen that they say it was used to pay a lot of the FX losses, right, to the BDCs. That's the bulk distribution companies. They are the ones that import a lot of the oil, right? And then a lot of it was used, that's the downstream, so MPA. So it was, a lot of the money was used to solve those MPA debts, the BDCs, etc. I remember those days, Senyo, Hosi, and Co., they were on it. So bring the information to our doorstep. And I agree with Ms. Esinia Jantua. You see, it's all about when the people in government don't appear to pay the same or feel it, then we down here begin to resent more taxes. Aha, so you see that there is that part. When you follow social media, people say, but why are the ministers also not paying? Yes, so that's part of our governance. I've followed it a lot. You see, there are a lot of the people I've interacted with and those I've read on social media, their attention is on ministers who don't have to buy fuel. It's like, why? We have to pay. You don't have to pay. So perhaps the president should look at it, what we can do. It's a democracy because there's still a lot of goodwill. There's still a lot of goodwill, but let's not forget that people generally, the downtrodden generally have a lot of distrust for our politicians. So what more can we do? What more can we do? Because we are in private sector, we are buying the fuel by ourselves. But once you are in public sector, you come and then, everything is laid out for you. So we don't see the sacrifice. That's the thing. I mean, we don't see the sacrifice because if you became a minister today, master, by the time you are leaving, Charlie, you don't need to be corrupt. You don't need to be corrupt. Then thank you. If you don't work for the rest of your life, you survive. So the plain truth is that we've seen that certain positions in public office pay a lot more than in the private sector. So the more you talk about taxes, and then like you see, Honorable Dafia Mekwe is my colleague lawyer. Yes, majority. This chief whip. It's a big position, and we're like, and it comes with something. So then the thing is that you say, Dafia Mekwe is my colleague at the bar, but he was.
For the Ankasiasuma. Martin Pebu and I expose this NPP Chaṛges. Near my hot door on ye. I just say, dear man, young one, never assembly in crown say. These are the same people no more answer you criticize the government. Acting Casa says this government. Everybody say Ububu Ghana for come. This government, everybody say, on Bama Ghana for one children. Meanwhile, all the messes what these people are creating under their watch, under their sectors, the various sectors, and yes, scandals get one. Yes, Cecilia Dapa, near my buy no. Oh, pay OSP, or any family, because OSP no power secretano intimina near many power secretano no, ya limit no. This sign say I am confiding him say. A dream win a tiny trimintino. So more crime always penit me in a juma year, I'm sure. A more no one casan and crow from why the actual. So all limity OSP powers no. Oqua about pim yoku, oqua about pim attorney general, a horse no, quite beyond the whole. I just said, you know, why you go and two. One man has spending the state air resources, especially finance, Sika, and on media, a year auditing a year researches our doors in a bay, and conform as a prosecutor among it. My son also be as you know, near say Sika qua, anguish, just anguish. So, always been a more year no, or ya na coping baby, or ya na coping baby. Just say, you know, say, bra, always with daddy now or could declare, can of rata wanted, no, or Daniel Copas, pa ye, say, the new government, Abano, Arches and Force, Adio Maku Yukono, demanded a year researches, and now investigation, what do we know? More demanded a year document upon document every OS process. Sadia now the bray you could now maka say or moon yet ye interest you interest to ye be review and dig Kesi amateur say maybe I no credit be an air ya kwa kumudi or and no and I just say I'm Ghana for command at home ye. Auntie Becca, one of our Godfred minister no. I just say Becca a sister dapano. The case on Nam court no coban ni made a fancy canny at the Adinino. Ye bear the fresh. The you cofoning a year the attorney general for someone who she, the former attorney general someone who she no. This new government be taking matters on a review and investigate deep. I'm no cribby about I'm daddy. Say Ghana Sika also cheer. When cheer the next punishment or Uncle Frida. No na eye Martin Pebu abe yisa leaking at to am young dear Quibia. After that and also no Ghana full break say Mona Mosia say mobile ECG and a becani more energy sector a cow door the previous government in bottle no said yetini so pa yi na audit ahodo amugusu mu ye transition mu hu niema bebre no sa energy sector ni ECG wona e kana ba beda wono na nya nkotre na ne wo ho na nya nkrama na ne wo ho na nya mmoa na ne wo ho ni nipa na ne wo sa sectors wo so mabab tuka to a debt wono nyansa ba kokura nim because debt wono I was thinking can reflect and maybe on okay moji ade no mudi yesi now so debt wono ye hu ade papa bia these people dey na moto ho o ma na me document pi e no mbo ka 1.2 billion e na ECG containers we ayira e na yakwa ko na ha e na ni say wakwa ko hu ntia no ano enye nipa ne kukuru di kosi enye nipa na di ko she baby so muntimi audit entries hu nkrofo mo de sa anima ne ko hye baby oh ye hu 120 ye hu 2000 ye hu 800 sa keke nkrofo bi ediga na wu nkrofo bi ediga na wu aboboka go na nkrofo na ye se twom and anytime be am be your opportunity no more the data neighbor ye fa data ne den to me be a good time I'm meeting the akwachi obi atuma na meeting the akwa prosecute me fa data ne den so Ghanaians are saying say e kana wo ne e nipa ne boto enye mmoa ne boss aka ne to ho so go after those people collect the money for Ghana for that sector to survive na mo ye jansa nkrofo ni nyina no mo nam free omunam ana mo sa ka gumu tri so say I mu di e level for fraba ebim si dum so levy ebi si di levy na mo sa ka guma pampem na e to Ghana for bi trim na makoma so if indeed say sa ka nipa ne bottle ade na muntimi inform kokot ade na muntimi retrieve oye those money ne ma Ghana na Ghana ni na ne ho kire no a je o like be we chiasa nzo we hu disika no mo de ye ono asa max wo beji sa Ghana ni tax abekra nkrofo na mo create debt into enenam Timo and mama adwuma na ye din so Ghanaians are saying say go after those people prosecute them retrieve the money listen e be so e ho beto e because Ghana ni na agent tax once did no the fast anyama no sanyama na ya no ni mo hwe eye nkrofo leaders bi anom dada de da ho no omo na eye sanyama no go after those people anu na Ghana fu ni eka corruption in your akoso no you say serious people na say person you stop corruption all the tools ni keys no and mamu fa bed ni mbuto Ghana for so na Ghana ni no fa electrical containers in like Kesi. So these are the Ghana for demand. Subscribe nation manual say the binti for once and